Namo Buddhaya friends, welcome to your favorite channel Manashanti, and we are reading an awesome book. Name is What the Buddha Taught, written by Walpola Rahula. Then let's start. One of the Buddha's own disciples, Sati by name, held that the master taught. It is the same consciousness that transmigrates and wonder about. The Buddha asked him what he meant by consciousness. Sati's reply is classical. It is that which expresses, which feels, which experiences the results of good and bad deeds here and there. To whomever, you stupid one, remonstrated the master, have you heard me expounding the doctrine in this manner? Haven't I in many ways explained consciousness as arising out of conditions, that there is no arising of consciousness without condition? Then the Buddha went on to explain consciousness in detail. Consciousness is named according to whatever condition through which it arises. On account of the eye and visible form arises a consciousness, and it is called visual consciousness. On account of the ear and sound arises a consciousness, and it is called auditory consciousness. On account of the nose and odor arises a consciousness, and it is called olfactory consciousness. On account of the tongue and tastes arise a consciousness, and it is called gustatory consciousness. On account of the body and tangible object arises a consciousness, and it is called tactical consciousness. On account of the mind and mind objects, that is idea and thought, arises a consciousness, and it is called mental consciousness. Then the Buddha explained it further by an illustration. A fire is named according to the material on account of which it burns. A fire may burn on account of wood, and it is called wood fire. It may burn on account of straw, and then it is called straw fire. So, consciousness is named according to the condition through which it arises. Dwelling on this point, Buddhaghosa, the great commentator, explained, a fire that burns on account of wood burns only when there is a supply, but dies down in that very place when the supply is no longer there, because then the condition has changed, but the fire does not cross over to splinter etc. and become a splinter fire, and so on. Even so, the consciousness that arises on account of the eye and visible form arises in that gate of sense organ, that is, in the eye. Only when there is the condition of the eye, visible form, light and attention, but ceases then and there when the condition is no more there, because then the condition has changed, but the consciousness does not cross over to the ear etc. and become auditory consciousness, and so on. The Buddha declared in unequivocal terms that consciousness depends on matter, sensation, perception, and mental formation, and that it cannot exist independently of them. He says consciousness may exist having matter as its means, matter as its object, matter as its support, and seeking delight it may grow, increase, and develop. Or consciousness may exist having sensation as its means, or perception as its means, or mental formation as its means. Mental formation as its object, mental formation as its support, and seeking delight it may grow, increase, and develop. Were a man to say, I shall show the coming, the going, the passing away, the arising, the growth, the increase, or the development of consciousness apart from matter, sensation, perception, and mental formation, he would be speaking of something that does not exist. Very briefly, these are the five aggregates. What we call a being, or an individual, or I, is only a convenient name or a label given to the combination of these five groups. They are all impermanent, all constantly changing. Whatever is impermanent is dukkha. This is the true meaning of the Buddha's words. In brief, the five aggregates of attachment are dukkha. They are not the same for two consecutive moments. Here, A is not equal to A. They are in a flux of momentary arising and disappearing. O Brahmana, it is just like a mountain river, flowing far and swift, taking everything along with it. There is no moment, no instant, no second when it stops flowing, but it goes on flowing and continuing. So Brahmana, in human life, like a mountain river, as the Buddha told Rathapala, the world is in continuous flux and is impermanent. One thing disappearing, conditioning the appearance of the next in a series of cause and effect. There is no unchanging substance in them. There is nothing behind them that can be called a permanent self, individuality, or anything that can in reality be called I. Everyone will agree that neither matter nor sensation, nor perception, nor any one of those mental activities, nor consciousness can really be called I. But when these five physical and mental aggregates, which are interdependent, are working together in combination as a physio-psychological machine, we get the idea of I. But this is only a false idea, a mental formation which is nothing but one of those mental formation of the fourth aggregate which we have just discussed, namely it is the idea of self. These five aggregates together, which we popularly call a being, are dukkha itself. There is no other being or I standing behind these five aggregates who experiences dukkha. As Buddha Ghosa says, mere suffering exists but no sufferer is found. The deeds are but no doer is found. There is no unmoving mover behind the movement. It is only movement. It is not correct to say that life is moving, but life is movement itself. Life and movement are not two different things. In other words, there is no thinker behind the thought. Thought itself is the thinker. If you remove the thought, there is no thinker to be found. Here we cannot fail to notice how the Buddhist view is diametrically opposed to the Cartesian. I think, therefore I am. Now a question may be arise whether life has a beginning. Friends, we will stop today here. Thank you.